Do anything on the water like paddle boarding. Of course, got to be safe and wear your life jacket, as we just learned from Callie. But you've been watching some interesting things on the radar that has to do with those wildfires we talked about earlier.
Yes. In fact, I was looking at showing the satellite that showed the visible satellite. If you look to the upper right-hand corner of your screen, closer to where the time stamp is, that's where the Williams Flat Fire has had just an explosion of smoke billowing up in the sky, indicating that it's strengthened. And then you confirmed that, Vanessa, when you just did the news story regarding it, saying that it had gotten stronger. So, looking to the south, why that is cloud cover coming up from the south. Monsoonal moisture has spawned some thunderstorms, and that is why we're seeing the clouds roll up across the blues. But this otherwise, we're seeing the angle of the sun come down to emphasize how smoky and hazy it is in central and eastern Washington, the reason for poor air quality. Now, go to the SchoolNet station for western Washington to show you how beautiful and comfortable it was and warm. We had temperatures really soaring. Now we've got 85 degrees at Bremerton, 85 for North Bend, and 78 degrees right now for Shoreline. Now, here's something interesting. This is a time lapse from SchoolNet showing Mount Rainier here to the right. Notice that plume of smoke that comes up, and then all of a sudden it seems to change direction as if the wind is blowing it from the north to the south towards Mount Rainier. You see this loop again, and they're so concerned about fire weather here in western Washington because this is how fast these fires can take off and start to really generate wind within themselves. And then the wind with the atmosphere coordinates to emphasize these fires, just get them really growing and building on each other. This is from Camas, and I want to show you the thunderstorms coming up from the southern Oregon Cascades. And you can see the thunderstorm, the anvil cloud that develops, lifts up, and then starts to be pushed off and sheared off by the upper level winds, a little bit faster and blowing them off to the north-northwest. Well, a lot to see tonight as we go to our satellite and radar, but largely western Washington, we're just looking at clear skies, blue skies. It may seem a little hazy now because we've got a little bit of easterly wind around the South Cascades, but we expect the next several days to be dry and hot for the west side of the Cascades and even hotter with near record heat building up in the central and eastern Washington. We're also watching these monsoonal moisture thunderstorms coming up through central Oregon. This could be a lot more fire starts for the state of Oregon. So let's talk about our winds here in western Washington, which tonight they will become more northwesterly. A little bit of onshore wind will push in some morning clouds to start the day, and then we'll clear out pretty fast. And we expect to see this happen again as we get into our Monday. But our winds become a little calm overnight. Just wanted to let you know that the winds are really not strong enough to mix out that smoke east of the Cascades, but at least it appears the wind direction will aid in keeping the smoke on the east side of the Cascades, and it shouldn't be coming over here to the west side. So overnight lows, upper 50s to the low 60s. Your daytime highs are expected to be probably a little warmer than what we had today. 89 for SeaTac, but other spots closer to that 90-degree mark or right back at the same point we were today for Chehalis and Centralia. Now, as we go to that 7-day forecast, you can see the cooling that's coming in on Wednesday, Thursday, really. We have to wait till the morning clouds get thick and low in the morning and that marine air coming in to cool us off. Then we'll have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms popping up on Saturday. So this looks like a week that we're really going to be monitoring the wildfire weather, and the weather determines how they'll grow.
All right, Rebecca, thank you. And, you know, speaking of the hot sun you were just talking about, Chris Egan, he's been baking in it all day long. Let's go out to him.
Oh, a beautiful day at Seafair for the Hydros, the Blue Angels, coming up next.